Hello, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, I'm Hannah and I do food, fitness and lifestyle content. Today I just thought we could do a chatty catch up. I've been on holiday for the last couple of weeks. I did plan to vlog it, but it was just kind of like here, there and everywhere, and it was actually just so nice to completely switch off from social media. So yeah, this is going to be today's video instead. I put a question box in my story before I went away because I was originally planning to film this before I went away and I didn't. So yeah, I'm going to answer some of your questions you have, just general chit chat about training, what I'm up to, what's coming next, and yeah, just general live questions. And I thought we could chat over a cup of coffee. It is now actually, I planned on doing this in the morning, and like I planned on doing this over lunch, but kind of at lunch and I've got so much to do because I've been away for a couple of weeks, and like I said, I really did just switch off from social media and work entirely, so I've got a big to-do list to catch up with. But I thought take 15 minutes away from my screen and just chat to you guys and film this video. So yeah, I've got a coffee. It is decaf because it is the afternoon and I'm just, caffeine's my killer. If I have caffeine after like 2 o'clock I won't sleep. So yeah. Everyone always loves these mugs. I'm obsessed with them. They're from Sainsbury's. They were in the Valentine's collection and we managed to go into Sainsbury's. We saw them on TikTok and we went into our local Sainsbury's and there was 2 left, so Abby and I both got one. But yeah, anyway, let's move on with the questions. Also, actually, I am wearing, I'll talk about this top because I'm wearing the new like go-to seamless tops from Oner, and it's so comfy. Like, it's just so fitting, it's good. And I ran in one yesterday. I ran in the long sleeve one and it's just super breathable. It's like a really good layer. Like it's like kind of, it's not like completely sweat proof because obviously when I run I sweat, like I don't know what sweats a lot, but yeah, I look like I've been in the shower, but it dries, it's like really fast drying, so you don't really get sweat patches, and it was so good. I didn't have any sweat patches even though I'd run like 18 kilometers. So would highly recommend. They're just like a second skin, super fitted. They've got a long sleeve fitted one. They've also got loose ones if you prefer, because sometimes when you're running, I've spoken about it before, you can get quite bloated and you do just want something that's loose fitting and just going to flow off the top. So yeah, they've got literally something for everyone: loose fitting, long sleeve, short sleeved, vests, long lines, so if you want a more modest option, you want to cover your bum, they've got that, which yeah, is incredible. And it's launching tomorrow, Tuesday the 19th of March at 5 PM, so this video will be up in time. So I'll put my support link down below if you want to check it out, if you are watching this video after that time. Yeah, because my running girlies, I would 100% recommend these. So good. And they are also launching some new colours in the effortless range as well. I think there's like a blue colour, which I've actually got one still, this colour, and then they've got a purple colour too, and they're launching the ash grey and effortless as well. This is a grey, blue and purple. But anyway, yeah, moving on with questions. So I had a lot of questions about just general, let me get them up so I don't forget, just about general current training routine. If you guys are new here, I am currently training for a half marathon and I am on week 10, I want to say, of my training plan. Week 10? Yeah, I'm on week 10 of my training plan, which is crazy. So we're actually now starting to deload for the half marathon, which is in like what, 2-3 weeks if you include this week. It'll be 2 weeks on, oh my god, it'll be 2 weeks on Sunday. I don't really feel ready at all. I didn't really run at all whilst I was away, so it was a bit of a shock yesterday going out doing 18 kilometers. I got really bad blisters and my knees really hurt today, which is just great, isn't it? I just felt like I was doing really well before I went away, and then I think it was probably a bit ambitious to go straight into running 18 kilometers after not running for like a week and a half, but you know, sometimes I make stupid decisions. But yeah, so currently I'm training for that and it's kind of taken over my life a bit. Because we do the long runs on the weekend and my whole Saturday is actually, but I don't mind it. My friend Molly, who I'm also training with, she's doing the same half marathon. We literally go, like, we'll alternate whose we go to on a Friday night. We have a sleepover, cook dinner, and then get up and go for our long running together in the morning, and then get coffee after. So it kind of just takes over the whole of the Saturday and the weekend. But yeah, I think we're both like in that mindset now. I can't wait to have not be on a training plan, just have flexibility, because you guys know that I just love working, I just love moving my body, and I like trying new things, and that's kind of the excitement for me. So I'm really looking forward to not being tied down to a training plan and being able to just, you know, be like, oh, I'm gonna go do Pilates, I want to do Pilates all of this week, or I want to go solely to the gym this week, and just have that kind of, I'm gonna give myself a month of just doing what I want to do. And then I've signed up for another race. I'm doing the London 10k, which is mid-July. So, and to be honest, it's not something that I really feel like I need to train for. I kind of want to, because I want to see how quickly I can do it, but yeah, I don't think it's something that I can just pop out and run 10k. Like, I do have that baseline fitness level, but I think I will do a plan with Runner, just because I love having the structure with Runner, and just do a 2 run a week plan, just to kind of keep up the running and force me to keep it up, but not like consume myself with the running. And I also feel like a 10k plan, the run shouldn't be too long that it will mean I can't do anything else, because at the moment I was like 18k yesterday, I wasn't going to go and then train that upper body in the gym, whereas like if I had a 5k run, I could go and like I could do legs afterwards, do you know what I mean, or do it before, and that would be fine. Wouldn't be taking up too much time. But yeah, that's kind of my next plan. I do want to have a bit of a break. I also, actually, whilst I'm here, I will mention I am actually running the London Landmarks Half Marathon for British Red Cross. I haven't started fundraising yet, so I will put my Just Giving link down below. They're such an amazing cause. They help basically people, if you don't know who British Red Cross are, they help people in crisis all across the globe. So obviously what's happening in Israel right now, they are helping with that, and anyone who is in, regardless of, you know, who, where, what ethnicity, they are helping anyone who is hurt, you know, starving and stuff like that. And they helped so much as well when the earthquakes happened in Turkey. They are very much a kind of support system for anyone who's in crisis. And I think that's super important. But yeah, I think it's really super important charity support, because sometimes, you know, there are people who are a lot less fortunate than we are, so the least we can do is just give back. So any donations you can make would be hugely appreciated. I'll leave it down below. Literally even £1 makes a difference, you know, it all adds up. So yeah, I'll leave the link down below. Sorry, bit of a sidetrack, but I do think it's really important, and it's something that I'm really bad at, like talking about kind of subjects. You've probably been watching my videos before, I'm not very good at explaining myself, and I know what I want to say. I'm very passionate about some things, but sometimes I can just ramble and I just can't, it can be just misinterpreted. But yeah, so I'm going to keep that short and brief. But yeah, super passionate about that charity and organisation, so would love if you supported me whilst I'm running the half marathon for them. But in terms of things I'm getting up to, like I said, I am excited to kind of get back into the gym. I want to do more Pilates, and I think I'm going to work out a bit less. I feel like I've been doing a lot at the moment and really tiring out my body. I want to focus on my flexibility. I would love to do a high rocks. I've seen that floating around. I'm such a hype person. Like I'm so basic, because I see things like take off and I just want to get involved. I think it's more, I'm like, I love a challenge and I want to see if I can do that. My next thing is, I'm like, that looks really hard. I wonder how hard it really is. I want to give it a go, which is probably just a mental attitude, but what can I say? That's kind of the stage I'm at. But unfortunately they haven't released any London dates yet. They said they will, and they'll be at the end of the year, and if they were at the end of the year, it would just be perfect. But yeah, I would love to give that a go, but at the moment I don't have a place, so it's kind of no point training for it really if I can't actually do it. But yeah, also I'm investing a bit more time in some other things I've recently started, which is another one of the questions, so we'll segue into that. I have started a little group called the London Coffee Club. It's not the most inventive name, but it was basically actually just came about because I wanted to create a space for girls in London to meet other like-minded girls and kind of get a group chat going and just meet people, but also give people the opportunity to meet who didn't want to meet over a run club or like at a workout class, which can be really intense. And if I'm meeting someone for the first time, I really don't want to be like running along next to them panting, trying to hold up conversation. So I was like, I just wanted to make it easy, and I was like, what is like the easiest way to chat to someone is over a cup of coffee. So yeah, I kind of made the group chat and I just called it the coffee club, and then I was like, you know what, that name can stick. So I'm doing those every month. We've had our first one and it was actually just such a good turnout, and I was so happy because so many girls came by themselves, which is so important to me because yeah, I was really shocked when I first moved to London about how lonely it was and how hard it was to meet people. So it was so nice to see so many other girls kind of, well, not nice, it was obviously sad to hear so many other girls were in the same position as I was when I first moved and stuff, but it was so nice to see so many girls put themselves out there, not be afraid to kind of turn up by themselves and meet new people. And I actually think loads of people, everyone really got on, and some people even got lunch together afterwards, so I was so happy. So the next one is actually now going to be on the 14th of April. If you would like to come join, I will put the Instagram handle for the coffee club because I've made my own like separate page for it on there, and all the details for the next one will be on there. We are actually doing, because I want to move around London as we do them, so the next one will be, we're going to walk around Regent's Park. We are going to meet, it's still to be finalised, but we're going to meet near Baker Street Way, walk up through Regent's Park, up to Primrose Hill, and then there's a bagel place called It's Bagels. And I think the plan is to kind of walk there. Everyone can like grab a bagel if they want, grab some food, and we can sit in the park for a bit, and then we can kind of make our way back to the station. So it'll be like, I think it's like a 40-minute walk, let's give or take. We're walking quite slowly each way, which would be perfect, because before we just did a lap around Batty Park, because I didn't want to make the walk too long and then people just like feel a bit awkward and feel like they couldn't leave. So I was like, we'll just go around the park. And then we got to the end and everyone was like still chatting away. So I was like, oh God, maybe we should keep walking around, which was obviously so lovely, and I just wasn't expecting that. But yeah, that is something that I'm investing a bit more time into because I'm really passionate about that. It's completely free to come along. If you're interested, drop me a message. I can add you into the group chat, or you can just follow the Instagram page and that will kind of give you all the information that you need regarding them. And if you have got any messages, you can just DM me. And with that, I do want to do, like, I am looking to organise a few different kind of events, not just coffee. Maybe like in the summertime, I'd love to do like a picnic or some drinks, something in the park. And a lot of the girls really said they wanted to try Pilates, so I'm kind of talking to some of the Pilates studios that I love to hopefully be able to host a class and get you guys in for like a better rate, or if not free, like a better rate than it normally is, or like for free. So yeah, that's something I'm working on, I'm super excited about. So yeah, if you're interested, just give them a follow. I'll put the Instagram, I'll put the link to the Instagram below actually. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on, and I want to, like I said, do a few more events and stuff and just create different environments for people to meet in. And it's also nice for me as well, because I do think, I mean right now I'm sitting by myself in my flat talking to a camera. It's nice for me to meet people in real life. So it's always from a selfish point of view that I want to like put myself out there, and it's nice to do that in a group. I think it's less intimidating when you're in a group. It's like when you go on a date, like you don't know the person and you're turning up and it's just like one-on-one, it's very hard. Whereas if there's a group, you can kind of bounce around and yeah, and you can figure out, you know, who you kind of click with and who you don't, which is super important. But anyway, moving on. I also got asked about staying motivated with the gym. I probably should have carried on answering this question after my routine, but I do always stress all the time, and I just don't know how else to say this. I think you have to enjoy what you're doing to be motivated. Like, I want to go to the gym, I love moving my body, and I found a routine now that I love, like a mixture of running, going to the gym and doing workout classes in London, that I actually can't wait to do that, and I make time in my routine to do it. I think if you need a bit of extra push, I always say to people, especially like my online coaching clients, always say on a Sunday evening, sit there and like schedule in your workouts into your Google Calendar, whatever you use, like your work calendar, like I don't know, like Apple calendars, whatever. I use Google Calendar, love it, but schedule them in like when you're gonna have it. So I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do my easy run Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. I'm gonna go to the gym after work on Wednesday about 7ish, and just block it out, and then you can't put anything else in your diary. So then when it comes to like Wednesday after work, you're like, oh, going home, like, oh, what am I gonna do this evening? You're like, oh, I was gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna go to the gym. And I just think that's super important, because otherwise you're like, you can push it back, you'll make excuses. Whereas if you block that time out, you get home, you're thinking, I was going to go to the gym, and you're sitting there and there's no reason why you shouldn't just go, because you not doing anything else because you blocked that time out to go to the gym. So yeah, but I do always say if you're not motivated to go, you've got to ask yourself, why are you doing this? Are you doing it for the wrong reasons? Because I understand if you're trying to gain a certain aesthetic or lose weight and stuff like that, you obviously, that's your motivation, but you need to remind yourself that. But also, if it's not very healthy aesthetic you're trying to gain and stuff, and you're forcing your body to do something that it just doesn't want to do, then that is just never going to work. So I do think you have to kind of assess your why. I always say time management, assess your why, and find a routine that you love, because if you love it, you won't even hesitate to go. Granted, like, I love working out, and sometimes I will be like, oh, I really can't be bothered today, like especially with running, I'm like, I can't bother to get sweaty hair, then have to wash it. I know I'll feel good after the run, but like the whole ordeal, kind of getting dressed, getting outside in the cold, coming back, being dripping with sweat, but then like as soon as I walk my flat, the sweat dries up and I just feel gross. It's a lot. But I do have to just, that's when I have to remind myself, okay, why am I doing this? I love the high after running, and I will feel so good as well when I like make a PB on my half marathon time. So yeah, it's all worth it in the grand scheme of things. But that is definitely what I would say in terms of motivation, and I just know it is so much easier said than done, but I'm sorry, that's the harsh truth. I think it is just finding what you enjoy. And you don't have to like love everything that everyone else loves. Like, just because everyone's getting into running doesn't mean that you need to be into running. Also doesn't mean you need to be like the same speed as them. Like, just don't compare yourself. If you want to do Pilates 5 times a week and become a Pilates queen, do it. If you want to do running 5 times a week, do it. I mean, don't do too much intense exercise in 1 week, because that's actually just not good for you and you'll burn out. But yeah, I think that's my main thing in terms of motivation. Also, just give yourself rest when you need to, because sometimes I like will literally work out once in a week, sometimes none. You know, it's not the be all end all, and that's what keeps such a healthy relationship. If you end up getting to a point where you're forcing yourself to do it, then it's just not going to work out. Like, it's just not. But yeah, that would be my main tip. Sorry, not that helpful, but I guess that's all I can say. I had good questions about like the coffee club and how can you join. I said obviously just follow the Instagram. You can DM me if you want to be in the group chat, because that's just where like the group chat. So it's good because the girls will go and meet up. You can kind of figure out who's coming from where and meet people beforehand and just kind of sort that out. So yeah. But yeah, lots of exciting things coming for that. I'm going to get some of the brands that I work with involved as well, which will be super fun. And I'm really excited. People have asked me about renting in London. How did you find a flat? We're so lucky with this flat, actually. Abby and I have lived here now for a year and a half, like 18 months. And it'll be 2 years, like beginning of November. And they didn't hesitate to renew our rent at the same rate. So yeah, I think we got quite lucky. It's a bit downgraded the flat I had before, and I was paying the same price because things are just getting more and more expensive. But I think you do just have to hold out that there will be a flat that will come along, because we were getting pretty disheartened because we viewed so many put in offers and we didn't get accepted, and then this one we did straight away. So, and it seems to be okay, you know, things have been fine and we love it. It's so cute. We actually really love the area. We weren't sure about the location at first, but it's perfect. It literally ticks all our boxes. So just stay consistent. You've actually just got to go on Rightmove every bloody day. It's so long. It's so long, because yeah, you have to refresh it. Things literally go on and off there in a couple of hours. It's just crazy. So yeah, refresh it as much as you can, as much as you can spend, much time as you can spend on there, spend it. But yeah, like I said, it obviously has its ups and downs living in London. I was very shocked about how lonely I was when I first moved. But when I first moved, I did become self-employed as well. So I wasn't like meeting people at work and going into an office and stuff. I was just always in my flat. So now I'm kind of making a conscious effort to leave my flat every day, which is hard because I feel like every time I leave my flat, I end up spending money, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend money every day. But even just like popping out for a walk and stuff is so important, because it just stops you from being cooped up. And but yeah, I feel like everyone wants to live in London right now. I love the southwest. Someone asked me as well if I was still having the battle between East and West London, East and Southwest London, because my boyfriend works in Liverpool Street, so he was like debating moving to East London. I was like, oh, well, let's explore some areas, and it's just not for us. I just think we love it here so much. There's so many parks and stuff, and it feels a bit more just quaint and quiet than East London does to me personally. But I feel like maybe I just don't know many good areas. But the ones we went and saw, I was like, I'm just not sure, like I'm just not sold. And it was actually quite a lot more to live in East London because you're quite a bit better connected, I think. Because like all of like Angel Islington area, you're basically like a 30-minute walk from Liverpool Street, which we are definitely not. So yeah, just something to consider. I think you just got to weigh up like prices and stuff. Some people have asked me like what my goals are for the next few years. I do, at the moment it's a house. I want to buy a house, but I just know it's so ambitious. I'm not there yet, and I don't know where I want to live. Like, I don't think I can afford to buy in London, but I'm not ready to move out of London, and I kind of want to stop renting. But yeah, that is the next big financial goal, if I'm being completely honest. And I feel like if I say it on here, it'll keep me accountable. I would love to at least be like signing the papers when I'm 25. Like, if I don't move into I'm like 26, fine. But 25 is the goal. So we've got a few years, we can make it happen. Because everyone said it can be quite a long process when you actually find a house, put an offer in. It can be like a good 6 months until you're actually in. So yeah, if I'm in 25, 26, I'll be really happy. But yeah, that's all a journey that we're going to go on soon, I'm sure. Someone's asked me how's my Invisalign going. I'm actually nearly done. So I've finished my retainers now. I'm going to the dentist actually on Wednesday. So maybe I'll put up some stories about it because I feel like not everyone wants to hear about this. But I'm actually going to the dentist on Wednesday because I finished my like 14 weeks retainers. But I think she wants me to do a few more. But they're honestly, like the bottom, that's not an attractive angle. The bottom ones are so straight. Like, I'll have to insert a picture of my teeth before. You guys might not have noticed, but I used to always really notice it when I was like talking and stuff. They were just like, I had one that kind of sat really far back, and now they're just perfectly straight. It's just crazy. But yeah, she wants to kind of move them down and just adjust my bite a bit. So I think I'm going to do a few more weeks of the Invisalign, and then I think I'm going to get some of my teeth bonded just because they're really small and wonky and I just don't like them. But yeah, I feel like it really made me happy, and I think it's made me more of a smilier person. I mean, when I have the retainers in, when I smile I get a bit funny lip, but other than that it's pretty good. And yeah, I'm really happy I made the change. I'm not like, I always want to be really open about stuff like this because I see people, it's really hard because especially as someone who suffers from an eating disorder, there's people online who get a lot of work done, and you might look up someone online and you think, oh god, they're absolutely stunning, they're so naturally pretty. But when you look at a picture like, and I'm not saying this because a lot of girls that I follow online are very transparent about what work and stuff they've had done, which I really respect, because otherwise, you know, you can look at a picture of someone online and think, oh, they're so naturally stunning, like I don't look like that, but you don't know that they've actually had like X, Y and Z done. But even then, like, you have to almost remind yourself, because you know they're not going to disclaim that in every picture they take, and you're sitting there thinking, oh god, you look gorgeous, and why don't I look like that? And you have to remember that, you know, it's actually almost like, I feel like it's a norm at the moment. But yeah, what I was going to say with that is, I think it's really important to be transparent, because I think it can just change people's perspectives and their views on themselves. And not that you should think like that to kind of boost your confidence, but I just want you to realise, like, you know, it's sad because people compare themselves to people online and they just shouldn't, you know. That's my main thing. You know, you're all special in your own way, and yeah, you're stunning. You don't need to compare yourself to other people. And also, like, looks aren't everything, you know, like personality is so much. And like Instagram is a highlight reel, because I feel like sometimes I go through holes of like comparing and stuff like that, and I just shouldn't. It's not healthy, and you know, we're all on our own paths, all completely different, and that's what makes us, you know, we're unique, and that's what makes us it's so nice, like being a human, because we are so unique. God, I don't know where I'm going with this, so I'm gonna shut up. But yeah, just a slight reflection. And even though, I was just gonna say, like, even though I'm like, feel like I'm very, very recovered from my eating disorder, I think I can say that, sometimes that is probably the one thing I struggle with is comparison, but comparison is the thief of joy. So if you find that you're, you know, dwelling on something, just skip past it, you know, because there's so many girls like that. I follow some stunning girls on Instagram, and I'm like, I don't want to unfollow you because I actually love your content, but yeah, oh my god, you're absolutely gorgeous, and that can get you down, but that's not their fault, so I never want to pin it on them. That's in my brain, it's something I need to fix. But yeah, it's something I don't really struggle with that much, but occasionally I'll have a little breakdown. But yeah, I feel like I've been rambling straight for 25 minutes, so I don't know how exciting this video is going to be, so maybe I will just wrap it up here. But I hope you've enjoyed a little chit chat with me. Next week's video will be a week of workouts, will be week 10 of half marathon training. I'm not really sure what this week, after saying about time blocking the workouts, I've time blocked out my runs, but I don't know what kind of workouts I'm going to do in between. I'm going to train legs on Wednesday, so it's like run tomorrow, legs Wednesday, and then Thursday I'm going to run, Friday I think I'm going to rest, and then Saturday I might do a class, and then Sunday I'm doing a long run. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video, and then after that I think I'm doing, I can't remember, I planned it all out. I'll probably do another little kind of daily vlog. Yeah, but let me know if there's anything you do want to see. If you've got any questions as well, just pop them down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.